Hi everybody. Alright, so it's pretty much right now it's feeling like I'm getting about one good video's worth of work done per week. So that's why you're kind of getting about one video a week on a Friday. I don't know, we'll see. I'm trying to ramp up the motivation. There's a lot still to do to get this plane going, and I'd hate to, have the engine show up one day and be like, I could have had all this other stuff done before now. So yeah, I'm really trying to just get off my lazy ass. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and install in this video that bus manager you see sitting there on the table. It's going to be held on by those monstrous police riot style zip ties. And to do that, what I do is I use my, I had a slot Dremel tool bit that just cut a couple of slots on both sides. The way it works is the wire ties go on both sides of the cooling fins of the bus manager and sort of hold it in place from it going left to right. Works pretty well. Of course, every time you need to change a cable or something on the inside, now you got to cut the damn wire ties. That's a big pain in the butt. Which I am going to have to do because I've already, well, you'll see, just future stuff. So there you can see, I've got all the wires coming out of one side of the box. So on one side of the box, the hookups are the alternator and both the batteries and the ground. On the other side of the box is where the buses come out and the two wires for the emergency override switch come out. Well, in order for this box to really be able to be mounted in the back here, because once the cover piece of aluminum gets riveted on top of this, I'll never have access to it like this again. So I need to be able to remove that in a pinch. So that big, well not big, but that piece of carbon fiber that's mounted on, I've also got the main bus and the avionics relay mounted to it. So I can take that whole thing off with 4 screws from the front. So when the 4 screws come out, then it just sort of hangs down because I've got the wire bundled in the right place so that it just sort of can fall loose. And that way I can work on it. Right, and that's what you want. You want to be able to get to anything and work on it without having to lay on your back with your head jammed up under the panel in massive amounts of pain. Let's just avoid that if we can. So as I'd mentioned before, this thing has a lot of functionality. Right, it's really freaking cool. But if you don't need to have any of that functionality, so like fuel pump selection, starter battery selection, all of that. If you don't need to worry about any of that, you can always just hook up whatever you want. So right now I've got it hooked in. The power's coming in from that 12-volt power supply you saw me messing with in the last video. So that'll be the quote-unquote alternator. And because there's no batteries hooked up. And then that feeds both buses. Great. So what I do have is I have the electric key switch option hooked up, which you're going to see me test here at the end of the video. We'll be hooking up everything else later after that. The last thing that we'll hook up is the actual fuel pumps because you don't want to accidentally turn those on and have them run dry. So, let's see. 51 days to Oshkosh. Very excited. A lot of people are coming out. That's going to be really sweet. Again, yeah, so people are asking about what's the Vans social. So, if you go to Vans Air Force and look on their main form, the general form, you'll see some details about it. It's Monday night. I hope you'll be there Monday. I know some people aren't going to be able to. That stinks because it's a sweet party. A lot of New Glarus Brewery beer. A lot of people, a lot of good times, and you see everyone. When I was there 2 years ago, I got to meet Van himself, all the guys from the factory, Mike Seeger, all of them. It was pretty damn cool. It reminds me I need to see Mike again. I need to beg him not to retire because I need him to do my transition training. So that's on my agenda for that meeting. Let's see, do I have any updates, rants? Oh yeah, I got a small rant. To people in the club that still think I'm joking when I say to clean the damn bugs off, well, you know what they can go do. I had one of our most active members. We have a plane that's well, I'm not going to say who, but we had a plane that was in break-in, and he just is like, "What do you mean I was supposed to clean the bugs?" Like, he didn't clean the bugs. Oh, I did. You can see it in the video. I'm like, well, then, my friend, you did a shit job. And I sent him a picture. I'm like, here's the plane next to yours, and here's yours. Look, clean, dirty, clean, dirty. He hadn't texted me back. I hope he got the point. All right, so yeah, we've got the bus manager on, and it rocks. In the next video, we're going to continue fiddling. Well, I say working with the bus manager. We're going to be cleaning up the wiring and starting to work on some switch stuff for the panels. So, thank you for joining me. See you soon.